America is once again at a boiling point. A young Ukrainian refugee, Irina Zarutska, was brutally murdered on a Charlotte train. A community in shock. A suspect is in custody. And now politicians are turning tragedy into a weapon. This isn't just about one crime. It's about how violence, race, and politics collide in the United States today. On a quiet night in Charlotte, North Carolina, passengers boarded a city light rail train. Among them was 23-year-old Irina Zarutska, a Ukrainian refugee who had come to the United States seeking safety, opportunity, and a fresh start. But her journey ended in horror. Police aide to Carlos Brown Jr. attacked her aboard the train, stabbing her multiple times. Witnesses reported panic, chaos, and screams. Zarutska died before she could be saved. Brown was quickly arrested, and what prosecutors revealed next shocked the nation. He wasn't just facing state charges. He was hit with a federal charge of causing death on a mass transportation system. That charge alone carries a maximum punishment of life imprisonment or the death penalty. As news spread, another detail surfaced. A photo of Zarutska's room, showing a Black Lives Matter poster taped to her wall. In an instant, her murder became more than a crime story. It became a political flashpoint. Supporters said it showed her belief in justice, her empathy, and her solidarity. Critics claimed the image was planted or manipulated. And in the heated world of online discourse, the debate wasn't just about her. It was about the meaning of justice itself and of the politicians. Within hours, figures on the right, including Donald Trump and other MAGA leaders, pointed to Charlotte as the latest example of what they call the Democrat crime wave. Another Democratic city, another innocent victim, and nothing changes. That was the message, repeated across rallies, social media, and TV appearances. The attack wasn't just a tragedy anymore. It was a political tool. Trump himself called out Democratic-run cities as failed, lawless, and unsafe, pointing directly to Charlotte as evidence. Conservative media outlets amplified the message. Democratic leadership equals chaos, violence, and death. But what's the truth behind the narrative? Charlotte's violent crime rate has fluctuated in recent years. According to police data, violent crime in the city dropped 5% from 2022 to 2023. Yet high-profile cases like Zarutska's murder paint a different picture, one of unpredictability and fear. And while Trump and others point fingers at Democrats, data from the Bureau of Justice Statistics reveals that violent crime has risen and fallen across both red and blue states alike. So why single out Charlotte? Why turn Zarutska's murder into a campaign talking point? Because in America today, crime is no longer just a public safety issue. It's a political weapon. The case also reignited debates about race and immigration. Brown, a black man, is accused of murdering a white refugee from Ukraine. Online, the crime was immediately racialized. Hashtags, posts, and memes spread across social platforms, some demanding justice for Zarutska, others using her death to stoke division. Meanwhile, immigrant communities in Charlotte voiced fear and anger. Refugees fleeing war and violence in places like Ukraine or Syria now ask, are we really safe here? Civil rights advocates warn this narrative. Pitting communities against each other will only deepen divides at a time when America desperately needs unity. This isn't the first time a crime has become a political flashpoint. In 2015, the tragic killing of Kate Steinle in San Francisco fueled a national debate on immigration. In 2020, the murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis ignited a global movement against police brutality. And today, the killing of Irina Zarutska is being used as ammunition in the fight over crime, justice, and democracy itself. The real danger isn't just violence in the streets. It's how quickly violence becomes propaganda. Irina's family came to America for safety. She wanted a new life, far away from war, away from fear. Instead, her name is now etched into a growing list of tragedies. Her story forces us to ask, are we protecting the most vulnerable among us? Are we addressing crime with facts or with politics? And what happens when truth itself becomes a battleground? Irina Zarutska's murder should have been a story about justice. Instead, it's become a symbol of America's deepest divides, about race politics and who gets to feel safe. The question now isn't just what happened that night on the Charlotte train. The question is, What kind of country do we want to be? If you believe this story needs to be told beyond the noise, share this video. Let's make sure her voice and the lessons of her death are not forgotten.